a difficult book. But here are some possible things. Well, a couple of things. Perhaps you could say from Jesus' point of view that it is soon. After all, Jesus is in glory now. And we know that with God, 1,000 years is as a day, and a day is as 1,000 years. So that's quite possible. For every Christian in trouble, for every believer in weakness, for every child of God going through trials here below, the message to all of us is from Jesus, I am coming soon. Now, when you know it's soon, you can go through a lot. You know, if you have to go, there's not one of us here that probably hides from the dentist, right? I mean, you might want to, you know, but you probably drive yourself to the dentist. How do you do that? Well, you believe that even this hard thing is going to be good for you. And also, you believe you can endure it because it's just going to be soon before it's ended. And the end of the trouble will be behind you. I am coming soon. Take courage. Take comfort. I am with you. I am coming to deliver you soon. Any number of things here along those lines. We can be assured. Think about this life, right? One of the passages that we use a lot when we have, when I preach at funerals, I use John chapter 14 almost invariably, which is that passage where Jesus says, in my Father's house there are many mansions or many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will come again and take you to be with me, so that where I am, you may also be. Well, we use that, you see, about death, that really when we die, we expect to see Jesus. So Jesus could very well be saying here, your life here is short. And very soon, you will see me. You, even if you are weak, you can go through what you must go through. The time from now to when you see me is going to be short. I will see you soon. This is what the Apostle Paul says, all our brief troubles here will seem a light and momentary affliction, not worthy to compare it with the glory that shall come to pass. Then Jesus gives his final promises to the church here at Philadelphia. He says, him who overcomes will make a pillar in the temple of God. Never again will he leave it. People were afraid to live in Philadelphia whenever there was a period of these tremors. And they remembered 17 A.D. And thought, we better move to a different part of the country where they don't have all these tremors. Well, Jesus says, you don't have to leave. He says there are not going to be any tremors, any trembling where you are. In fact, I'm so confident about this, Jesus says, I'm going to make you a pillar in the temple. You will stand firm. Now, you and I, we have troubles in our lives. And, well, if you're like me, you have things that make you tremble. Things that worry you. And Jesus says, do not be afraid. Do not be troubled. I have overcome. And I have made you a pillar in my temple, and you'll never have to go out again. You'll never have to flee. You'll never have to face the dark and the trouble and the things that happen in this world. They will be past. Wow. And then he says, and finally he says, and I will put my name upon you. Now, it's interesting, if you go back to the Old Testament and you look at the study of the priesthood, that when the priests would give the benediction, we are told from Jewish tradition, that they would hold their hands like this. Remember Spock, live long and prosper? Do you know where live long and prosper? You know where Leonard Nimoy got that from? He was in a Jewish synagogue, and his father said, don't look back while he's pronouncing the benediction. So he did. Look back. And this is what he saw. Because the tradition is that you have your hands like this when you're pronouncing the benediction. And when you read the passage in the Pentateuch where it talks about this, you can see why they did this. This looks like a letter of the Hebrew alphabet called Shin. And that's the first letter in the word for name. And so it says there, Moses says to the priests, when you pronounce the benediction, put my name on them. It's what identifies us as belonging to Him. I will write my name upon you, and I will write the name of my God upon you. Just in case it wasn't clear from the other one. And I will write upon you the name of the heavenly Jerusalem. Now, whatever else having God's name written upon you means, surely it's obvious that one thing it means is that we belong to Him. And that's the idea here. Whatever you go through in this life, whatever troubles you may face, you're going to come to a place that will be one of unshakable peace. And you will belong to God clearly and manifestly forever. All will be peace. We will be His, and He will be ours.